What's going on, YouTube? This is Loft 6 with Danyol Jaye. I'm bringing to you a subject that I was reading online about concerning Obama signing the unemployment bill. And he signed it a few hours ago after the Senate passed it on Wednesday, and the House just passed it Thursday. And basically, it's the extension for unemployment for about 2.5 million people who are out of work, averaging about $300 a week, to go into these families, to go into these homes. And it prevents that 7 week period where those people would have not been able to get unemployment. And basically, the bill states that if you've been unemployed for six months or longer, then you qualify for this extension. And it's been a very big political battle in on the news between Obama and the Republicans, because Obama says that it doesn't make sense for them to not extend unemployment because that it's no one's fault that they can't find a job, that people are really diligently looking for work, and if this is their only source of income, it makes no sense to take their only source of income while they're looking for work. And the Republicans have two stances on it. They feel that an extension of unemployment gives people the excuse to not look for work because they feel people aren't really looking for work, they're just taking advantage of the system. And they say that they didn't want the extension because it would have added to the $34 billion debt that America has right now. They said that they're all for passing a bill that doesn't add to the debt, possibly using unused money, for instance, whatever's left from last year's stimulus, but finding something that does not add to our debt. That was their thing. But all arguments aside, the bill got signed, and I want to kind of bring to you not the argument, but I want to bring to you the topic of whether was it a good idea for Obama to sign this bill. Me personally, I feel that a lot of times in urban areas, there are a lot of people that take advantage of the system, and that there are people that get on unemployment and they say that they're looking for work, they fill out all the paperwork, but on their day-to-day, Monday through Friday, they are not looking for work. They are hanging with their friends, going to movies, whatever not. But on a grand scale, I think that there are a lot of Americans that really, want to work. You have single mothers, single fathers. You have even, two-parent households that just cannot find work, and unemployment literally is their bread and butter. And they're submitting applications, they're submitting their resumes, they're going online, taking these tests. And I just got word from a friend of mine saying that some jobs are even asking for a credit check now to see what kind of worker you are. And if you can't pay for a credit check, then you can't get the job. And I'm just like, America, for real? Like, as much as we talk about being in the debt, and as much as we talk about, it being so hard, there are actually people out there who just don't want to hire anybody new. They want to hire their friends. They want to hire their own ethnic, um, groups. And I just think that sucks. I really, really do. And I think that those types of things make it harder for people to get jobs, which is why I believe that Obama did the right thing by extending unemployment, because it gives people the chance to look for work, continue, their level of living, and not have to stress about, okay, am I gonna not have food next week? Is my baby not gonna have formula next week? Am I gonna be homeless because I'm $100 or $200 short on my rent? Um, but I want to get your thoughts on it. Do you think he made a mistake? Yes, no, why not? And just as a tidbit for all the Obama supporters, we really need to support our president, because there are so many people trying to hate on him. There are so many people coming at him with bull crap, saying that he should be doing this a different way, and why is he doing it the way that he's doing it, because it's causing America pain. And I'm like, what he's doing is not a shock to anybody. He's doing exactly what it is that he said he was going to do when he was running for presidency, and that he said he was going to come in, fix the national health benefits, and he was going to help middle class and lower class America, because he was tired of the upper class rich people, you know, being all fine and dandy, and the regular blue collar working folks were in the trenches dying, pretty much. So get off Obama's back. I'm all for Obama right now because he's probably the only president that I can remember in my lifetime that actually got into the office and did what he said he was going to do with integrity and did it in excellence. And we can't expect for him to come in, after a year or whatever, or even during his 4-year term and clean up a mess that's 8 years long. He didn't ask to come into office and have to clean up what Bush messed up. And when Bush was in office and he was making all these crazy decisions, it wasn't a whole lot of people saying anything. Now that you have Obama in there, it's like a riot going on every single day. So I just want to say, Obama, you got my support, and I know that you have many supporters throughout the U.S. and America. We really need to support our president. Leave your comments. If you're on YouTube, you can video comment or you can comment via the texting option. If you are watching this on Facebook, please leave a Facebook comment on my page, or you can press the link to this YouTube video and leave a comment here on YouTube. My Facebook is www.facebook.com/Danyol Danyol Metcalf Metcalf. Also, I'll be doing a little blurb on my blog, which is called the J Spot, which you can follow at thejspot.blogspot.com. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I will look forward to hearing reading what you have to say, and I'll see you next time on Loft 6. Have a wonderful, blessed evening, and you guys that are unemployed and that are looking for work, just know that you are in my prayers, and that as hard as it is right now, I encourage you to keep on looking and keep on fighting for a job, because there are jobs out there and you will land on someone's heart and be qualified enough for them to give you work. So just stay encouraged. I love you guys. See you later.